Okay, I got in. I used my PayPal, paying for it. Pay, I'm good now. Let's go. $50 off. There you go. Yeah, we have you can break it up in payments too. So listen, if you're like me and you don't like to see large sums of money come out of the account at once, even if it's in there, like it's just something about the whole thing sometimes where you just I don't want to see the whole thing come out. Let's let it trickle out over time. That makes me feel a little bit better about larger purchases, especially music gear. Y'all producers know what I'm talking about, man. There's no need to rush this whole entire amount for this MIDI keyboard. Let's just take it a few dollars at a time. Is it possible to use live musicians as work for hire and be considered the sole owner? Great question, Veteran Beats. Absolutely 100%. I do it all the time. I've done both. I've hired guitarists to come in, play guitar over something, drummers to come in. Hey, we'll pay you something to do this, but here's a work for hire agreement saying you got paid for this, but you don't own any part of the composition or master recording or anything. So yeah, absolutely. Just make sure you use a work for hire agreement, and that will cover them, and communicate it. Let them know, like, fam, like this is what this agreement means, and you won't have any issues. Most musicians know, most know what that means. I see we got a G5 with the hand raised. Let's bring them up. Oh, G, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's up, man?
Yes. Okay, what's up? What's up? Okay, question. A question. First, okay, this is about the first one is about music structure.
Okay.
So I get the music structure, for example, orchestral hip hop type stuff. But what if it's like tension music? Like I have right now, I currently have no idea how to even structure something like that because yeah, it's just different. How do you
It
go
is,
about this?
it is different. I let go of all of the structure jumbo that I teach when it comes to tension music, especially
Okay.
like the minimal tension music, because it's more free in structure. You
Mhm.
can still have it build, but it doesn't necessarily have to build like exactly after 8 bars or 16. It doesn't have to be a hook. It's just you can have this bass going dun 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 dun, and then like slowly building on that, and then just some sort of you can still have your sting ending, but it'll just be with obviously what you have, right? The instruments that you have on that track. But that's one of the styles of music where I don't follow the structure that I teach in the how to structure instrumentals for TV course. So yeah, that's like one of those exceptions. Same for like ambient music. I don't follow any sort of structure.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's not even building. Like for the minimal tension stuff I've done for like Catfish on MTV, like some of that stuff is like 2 tracks, right?
Right.
And they don't even want some of those tracks to build. So I'm just like playing kind of random notes just to make it sound like it's doing different things. And that's it, man. And I just do that for 2 minutes.
Okay.
So yeah, you don't have to really worry too much about the structure with that kind of music.
And what about like so at the end, typically for the structured music, I would end like on the one, like on a distinct ending. But for that kind of music, does it depend on the song or the cue or the tension cue, or should you still end like on the one?
I'll still end it on the one, the root
Okay.
note. Yeah.
The root note.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Cause
okay.
cause that could depending on it'd be the 1 or the 6, but yeah, I'll still end it the same way, just so it sounds like it resolved. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And last thing, speaking of the Olympics, I don't really watch sports a lot, but I just so happen to wonder, this was a question for everybody, really, for you and everybody. If you guys caught, so I caught the last maybe 4 minutes of the US basketball team and Seth Curry, all those 3 pointers he was hitting. I don't know
Did
if
you
you
see
guys
that
caught that.
shot? That three that
I was,
Bruh, Steph is crazy,
man,
man.
I was sitting down on my couch. I got up and I was just like, man, it was just crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Yeah. I was just wondering if you saw it. So if you guys saw it here. So
Yes, 100%.
cool. Cool. All right. All right. Thank you, sir.
Yep,
Thank you.
no problem, man. Peace. If you're serious about turning your music into income, this is the event you can't afford to miss. Join us this November for the Shades of Sync conference. Learn directly from industry experts how to land your music in TV shows, movies, video games, and more. Network with top professionals and get the insider tips you need to break into sync licensing. This is your opportunity to shine in the sync world. So lock in your ticket now because they are limited. Head to shadesofsync.com to secure your spot. That's shadesofsync.com. Let's make your music work for you, fam. Go to shadesofsync.com, grab your ticket, and I'll see you there. Yeah. Steph is an animal. Els the engineer says, do you use IK plugins and do they all kill your CPU? Yes, I do use IK plugins, and yes, some of them do eat up a lot of CPU, man. Those joints, man, they're heavy sometimes, but yeah, there's some that I like, man. I like their compressors. I use their stuff a lot on my mobile, like on my iPad, because they have like this the rack for the mix. They have the mix box on iPad, so I use them a lot on there, and I use their Saturator X a lot on my desktop and like some other plugins. I've been using the Piano Verse plugin, but it's been like they all run, but yeah, some of their plugins, man. If that was like one critique I would give them, is just, man, figure out a way to make this a little bit lighter on the CPU. So yeah, we got another question from a Sync Producer Hub member. Let me bring Michael up real quick. Michael Connor, what's up, bro? Oh, I think.
What's up?
There you go. Yep.
There we go. Excellent. So I'm just trying to get to a shady spot. I'm at work. Question about supervisors of music and their selection music, seeing how music works in terms of pitch and sound. And I know that most people have like favorite keys that work for them. There's certain songs that just work and have certain emotions. You have this tension, it might be C minor, D minor, but there's certain keys that work for certain songs. Is there something, do you think, in a key that a certain supervisor may relate to? Is there a way to find out what keys of the song a certain supervisor music uses in their selection of choice? I'm wondering if there's a way to reverse engineer it. This supervisor music likes the key of C sharp or something.
Yeah.
Sending them music in that key that's going to resonate with them more because they feel it. That makes sense.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. As far as a music supervisor, I don't know, but one of my mentors in music taught me to do that for artists. Like when producing for artists, he was just like, go through their catalog of hits and see what key those songs were in. Because he was just like, if you produce something in that key, it's going to resonate with them because that's what they're comfortable there. So they know it, they sing it a lot, and it connects. But as far as a music supervisor, I'm not sure, because there may be some music supervisors who don't even, they don't know keys. But yeah, that one would be tough. Because I was going to say, like, the only way that you could get close to doing that is just like listening to the music on shows or movies that they supervised, and then just like literally listening to everything. But sometimes you don't know which music was just like selected by the composer or the music supervisor or the editor coordinator, because it's like multiple people with their hands in that pot. So I think that would be tough to do, honestly,
because I think scientifically there's a way, there's something about a particular key that when you hear like your favorite song, like, oh my gosh, and it's because of the key that it's in. Just wondering if there's a way to figure out what someone's key is, and then they might not even know that's their key, why they're placing songs in that particular key all the time, but they just like that key. And
that's a good question.
Thanks a lot, man.
Cool. Yep. No problem, man. I think a workaround to that would be like, there are some songs that like you just hear all the time, being like all the time. So maybe even make a list of those, like all the happy songs, like the happy upbeat songs. What key are those? Like, which key do you see the most between this list of 10, 20 songs or whatever? If it's like, I don't know, a heartbreak song, or which you don't hear it a lot. But there's certain types of songs that could be like a workaround to figuring out what types of songs, what keys are certain types of songs in that works and gets placed the most, something like that.